Welcome to Civil Projects of Onumoy. Today, our discussion is on formwork. It is needed to cast in situ concrete laying and giving proper shape and size to structural members. Choose of material, procedure of shuttering, and removal of it will come one by one in this discussion. A good formwork should satisfy these requirements, in which type of material will be such that it should withstand all types of dead and live load such as self weight of wet concrete and reinforcement, loads due to workmen and equipments, forces due to dumping, etc. It should be cheap, easily available, as light as possible, and reusable several times. The material should not wrap or get distorted when exposed to sun, rain, or water during concreting. Formwork should be rigidly constructed, efficiently propped and braced, and should rest on firm base. It should give plain surface, be in proper line and levels, should be leak proof, and can be removed easily without damaging concrete. It may be noted that the total cost of concrete construction includes the cost of formwork as well. Construction of formwork involves considerable expenditure in terms of cost of material, cost of labor for fabrication, erection, and removal of formwork, and time element. Since formwork contributes nothing towards the stability of the finished structure, its cost should be kept barest minimum consistent with safety. The quality of finished concrete surface depends to a great extent upon the quality of formwork used in the work. In case of formwork is made out of rough timber and is not constructed properly, the resultant concrete surface will be irregular and full of defects. The expenditure involved in rectification of defects in such works is invariably more than the savings made in the cost of formwork. Thus, to effect economy, the formwork should be made with good quality material and should be constructed properly beside following the steps referred. Formwork can be made out of timber, plywood, steel, precast concrete, or fiberglass used separately or in combination. With the introduction of steel forms, use of timber formwork is getting reduced, especially in case of special construction projects and in situations where large number of reuse of same forms are possible. However, for small works involving less number of reuses, timber formwork proves economical. Use of plywood instead of timber planks is getting popular these days. In this case, resin bonded plywood sheets are attached with timber frames to make up panels of required sizes. The panels thus formed can be easily assembled by bolting in the form of shuttering. This type of shuttering ensures quality surface finish and is specially recommended in works where large exposed areas of the concrete are to be constructed, such as floor slabs, faces of retaining walls, etc. The cost of plywood shuttering compares favorably with that of timber shuttering, and it may be proved to be cheaper in certain cases. Steel formwork consists of panels fabricated out of the thin steel plates stiffened along the edges by small steel angles. The panels units can be held together by two or more clamps or bolts provided along each edge, and the shuttering can be assembled and kept in alignment by use of horizontal or vertical centering of timber or steel. The panels can be fabricated in large number in any desired modular shape or size. The usual size of wall and slab panel vary from 60 cm into 60 cm to 60 cm into 120 cm. Steel forms are mostly used in large construction projects or in situations where large number of reuses of same shuttering is possible. Steel forms are extensively used in repetitive casting of precast concrete products. This type of shuttering is considered most suitable for circular or curved shaped structure such as tanks, columns, chimneys, etc., and for structures like large sewer, tunnels, and retaining walls. Although steel shuttering cost more initially, but in view of its various advantages, it may work out to be economical for a medium sized work in the long run. This is the detail of timber formwork for RCC beam and slab floor. Here the props are 1 meter apart and beam bottoms are supported by 50 into 75 stud. After doing this type of shuttering, it is to be poured with concrete immediately and to be removed after recommended period. Timber should be well seasoned, light in weight, easily workable with nails and from loose knots. It is a timber formwork for a square or rectangular RCC column. Duration of time up to which the formwork should be kept in place depends upon many factors such as type of cement used, shape, and position of the member, whether member is horizontal, vertical, or inclined, loads to be carried by the member, and the temperature of the air. In general, rapid hardening cement, warm weather, and light loading conditions allow early removal of formwork. Early release of formwork permits its reuse in other areas, and this results in economy by way of optimum utilization of material and fast construction. At the same time, premature removal of formwork may prove to be dangerous and should not be allowed. The formwork should under no circumstances be allowed to be removed until the concrete reaches a strength of at least twice the stress to which the concrete may be subjected to at the time of removal of formwork. In normal condition, where air temperature is above 20 degrees centigrade and where ordinary Portland cement is used, the formwork may be struck or removed after the expiry of the period indicated against respective member in this table. This is details of timber formwork for a stair. All sizes of steps should be accurate and of same thick wooded planks and to be fixed after reinforcement work done. Others to be construct before reinforcement work and with proper line and label. This is a timber formwork for RCC wall. All formwork should be etched gradually and carefully in order to prevent the load being suddenly transferred to concrete. The forms can be easily stripped by losing the double wedges. Sometimes the soiling of timber may result in shuttering getting jammed at places. In such situation, a small crowbar can be used to strike off the shuttering. In case of cantilever slabs and beams, the centering should be removed only after necessary construction to provide proper counterweight is complete and has attained sufficient strength. Sometimes the architect specifies provision of molding in slab or columns or provision of chambers at corners of beams and columns. All such moldings, beveled edges, chambers, etc., required to be formed in the concrete work should be made in the shuttering itself. Similarly, in the openings of fan clamps or other fittings should be provided in the shuttering as per details in the drawing. Cambers for slabs and beams may be adopted at the rate of 4 mm per meter span. In case of cantilevers, the camber at free end should normally be taken at the rate of 1 by 50th of the projected length of the cantilever. The formwork should be planned and constructed in such a manner that it is possible to remove the different components in this order of sequence. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe.